viewers, it's time for you to come on board with your favorite friend, Captain Nello. We have been having fun while learning about our letters, their sounds, and even words that are spelled with those letters. So, are you ready to learn some more? Well, if you are, let's get going on our R.E.A.D adventure. Do you remember this letter? Yes, that's the gorgeous G. Letter G is the seventh letter of the alphabet. G is known as a consonant. Letter G makes the sound G, G. Remember, it's a soft sound, so just say it gently. G. G as in grape. G as in gate. And G as in the word glue. Do you remember the words gate and glue from your treasure hunt? I'm sure for all of you who did find those pictures to put into your treasure chest. Today, guess who we're meeting? We are meeting the happy letter H. Yes, this is letter H. Letter H is the eighth letter of the alphabet. Yes, it's the eighth letter of the alphabet. And letter H, like G and F, is also a consonant. Do you know what sound the H makes? Letter H makes the sound. It's a very soothing sound, like just a gush of wind or just say it gently. Let's look at some words that begin with letter H. We have hearse, we have hippo, and we have house. So, letter H, hearse, hippo, and house. And again, these are just a few words that begin with letter H. And that's our happy letter H. Can you think of more words? Well, if you do, and you can remember them now, share them with the person who is sitting next to you. Grab your book and your pencil, because guess what? It's time for us to practice writing our happy letter H. We will begin our practice session today by writing our uppercase or capital H. Follow the steps as shown and then try doing it on your own. Remember, the more you practice, the better you will get at it. So don't give up if you're not perfect the first time. Just keep trying. Look at the steps. There you go. I'm sure you gave it a shot. Now let's try writing the lowercase or common H. Follow the steps again, and then you'll have your turn. Okay then, I'm sure that you did give it your best. And like I said, if it's not perfect, you will try it again. Now it's time for our story. It's story time. And our story today will be based on our happy letter H. Are you ready to listen to our story? Well, I hope you are, so sit, relax, and stay focused because you have a task. You will not only be listening to me read the story, but you will also listen and look for the words that begin with letter H. Our story today is Hals Hat, and this story was written by Andrew Finkel. Hal has lots of hats. He might even have 100 hats. His hats cover his hair. His hats cover his head. His hats make him happy. He has hot hats. He has huge hats. He has heavy hats. One hat has a hole in it. How can he wear that hat? Yes, boys and girls, there you had it, our story, Hal's Hat. Now, this was quite an interesting story because who in the world would have 100 hats? Well, I guess that Hal really loves hats, to have so many of them. So, what were some of the things we learned about the hats that Hal had? Well, we learned that yes, the hats cover his hair because obviously he would wear it on his head. How did the hats make him feel? Well, like we described our letter, the hats made Hal very happy.
Wow! Hooray!
But there was something else about the hats. Some were huge, meaning that they were simply very big or large. Some were heavy. I don't know if he would wear those very often, but there was one that was quite interesting. Can you remember what it was? Yes, the one that had the hole. Now, do you think that he would wear that one? Well, I think because he loved the hat so much, definitely he would wear his hat with a hole. Hal loved his hats. So, now that you were listening and following the story, let's see the words that you selected that begin with letter H. We had Hal, has, hats, have, 100, his, here, head, him, happy, he, hot, huge, heavy, how, whole, and you would see that some of the words were repeated. So let's look at the words again. Hal, has, hats, have, 100, his, here, head, him, happy, hot, huge, heavy, whole, how, he, and then we have the word hat again. So those were the words with our happy letter H. Remember I said these are just a few words and these are in our story. You, I'm sure, know more words that begin with letter H, or you could ask someone around you. Now that our story is finished, guess what? It's time for you to earn yourself some treasure. So let's get right into it. Let's look at these pictures and see which of these begin with letter H. But as always, let's say the name of each of our pictures first, and then we will choose. We have gate, fox, phone, hill, headphone. Let's say them again. Gate, fox, phone, hill, and headphone. Now take your time Say the names again to yourself and you decide which of these begin with letter H. And now it's time to see how you did on this exercise. Did you choose the phone? I'm sure you didn't do that. What about the hill? Hill. Did you hear that? Hill. Hill. Let's spell the word hill. H-I-L-L, hill. So yes, hill begins with letter H. And what about the headphone? Did you choose headphone? If you did, you're also absolutely correct. So let's spell the word headphone now. H-E-A-D, P-H-O-N-E, headphone. Let's spell that again. H-E-A-D, P-H-O-N-E, headphone. So our treasures for today are hill and headphone. Remember, you can find more around your home, in your room, or anything that you know. But make sure that for today, they begin with our happy letter H. Well, everyone, we have explored the name, sound, and words for happy letter H. Be sure to send in to us a copy of what you did in the writing segment of today's lesson. You can always share a few more words with letter H. Remember, send them to us here at Guyana Learning Channel so that we can share your work on our mailbox day. Until next time, keep your head high and always be ready to fly on board the literacy plane. So, goodbye until next time.